am sitting here with one of the most prolific photographers of our generation, Mr. Mel D. Cole.
What? Me?
Yes, you.
Me?
Yes.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
And thank you for being able to sit with me.
Of course, man. Come on.
But Mr. Cole, you are able to capture some of the most beautiful and some of the most needed events in just a few clicks. And
Yes.
you're able to make it look gorgeous. Even the not so nice parts of our human existence, they still look like a work of art. It's very beautiful.
I really appreciate it. I need to hire you and take you on the road with me, be my spokesperson. That was amazing. I like the way you phrased that, put that together.
Thank you. It's just that when we see it, it's so balanced, but it tells a story that usually somebody would not be able to say verbally, but you were able to tell a story through your photos, and I find that very important.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate it.
I am always interested in how people's stories began. So, were you always interested in photography?
No.
No.
I was not. Not at all. I guess I always like looking at photos when I was younger. I guess when I was your age or even younger, but it didn't really like come together for me until about 22 years ago, and I was at a show. One of the people that you interviewed, actually, Common.
Oh, wow.
Who happens to be one of my favorite rappers of all time.
That's cool.
And I went to his show at a place called SOBs in New York City.
I've heard of SOBs.
Oh, okay.
Because one of our beloved celebrities, Ghanaian celebrities, Mrs. Stormboy, had performed there.
Okay.
SOBs.
That's what's up. So SOBs will forever be a special place to me. I've documented there countless times, but this particular time, I was just there as a fan of Common, and I went, and something told me, go buy 2 disposable cameras. And I've done that a few times before, for special occasions. And I went and got these cameras. I was in the front row, and I'm like, yeah, Common, I love you, fanboying out. And I took some photos that I didn't think were amazing at the time, got them developed at Rite Aid or Duane Reade somewhere, and put them in the shoebox. And it wasn't until like a year later where I looked at these photos and I said, I think I'm pretty good. Because I was looking at magazines and stuff, and I was like, I think these photos are just as good as these other people's photos. And I got inspired, and I went and bought another disposable camera. I went and bought a digital camera, and that was it for me. I found my profession.
All right, so before you found that out, what did you want to do when you were a kid?
I wanted to own my father's record shop at the time. That was one of the things I wanted to do. I dreamed about being an NFL player. I thought that I would go work on a fishing boat when I was in high school. I thought about being in the military. This is exclusive. I've never told anybody these things.
Why did you want to be in the military?
Because I didn't think that there was anything else for me to do with my life at the time. I just, I'm a high school dropout. I wasn't really good at school during high school. And this wasn't actually in college. A recruiter came to my college and, fed me all of the, you can be all you can be, the American dream. And I took the test and the physical and all that stuff. And the one thing that stopped me from going into the military, into the Army, is that I have a GED. And I scored, a GED is a general, what is it called? General, what's it stand for? Yeah, there you go. Your mom said. Whatever. It means that you took a test. It's not the high school diploma, but it equals that. But it's not as equal at the same time. So, the test that I took, ASVAT, I believe it's called, I scored high enough to, if I had the regular high school diploma, I would have went in. But I had to score higher than those people. They treated it differently. So I didn't get in automatically because of that. And I had to add on some college credits on top of that, having a GED. And in between thinking about that, and somehow I was like, no, this is not for me. I'm just going to
Mm.
continue with college, and it's the best decision, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. By continuing on, and now I have I got the associate's degree, and then I went on and got the bachelor's degree, and then now I don't use any of those degrees, but yeah, we're still here. We're still here.
At any point of your career, did you feel like that you had to post up what people wanted or what people felt like that you should post up? Or do you post up things that feel genuine to you?
I post up what I want to post. We're talking about on social media, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So I post what I want to post. I've always been the type of person to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and like now, like I just feel like scream, and it's fun to just let loose. It feels good. So you know, I care about what people think. I think that thinking that, oh, I don't care, attitude, can be a little reckless and rebel,
Yeah.
which I am at the same time. But you know, for me and my work, the type of work that I do, it takes people to make what I do go round, and people are what inspires me to continue to shoot and to have a career of, I think this is my 23rd year being a photographer.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you. So, but yeah, no one's gonna influence what I post and show. I'm gonna let my own self, influence me in that way.
In your pictures, I see that you have a lot of things ranging from the pollution aspect to parades that are happening back home to things like children against gun violence.
Oh, you saw that stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I did my research. I'm
Yes.
a journalist. That's what I have to do.
I'm impressed. Yes.
Thank you. And I find that even though you post up those types of stuff, you still find to strike a balance. And I feel like that is very important because if you just feed one narrative, that's not the whole world. That's not what everything is like. And you're basically putting people under illusion, and it's not fair.
No.
So I want to give you your flowers for that.
Thank you. I'll take the flowers. Hand them off. They smell great. That was awesome. Appreciate it.
And I find that that is beautiful.
Thank you.
And I also found out that you were able to do a little something with Miss Yvette Tete, who had swam through the whole Volta River. And I actually interviewed her on that, and that was a really deep interview. For you, how did you feel about that?
I mean, wow, just swimming alone. I'm not a great swimmer like that. So, I mean, it's being able to do things to achieve goals that, it makes people special. And, just like you, I love special people.
Thank you.
And special people are inspiring. And, yeah, that's all I got on that. Yeah.
What are 3 major takeaways you want the world to have after viewing your work?
Good question. Because it depends on what, I guess, the genre of my work that they're looking at, because I've done so many different things in my career, from music to brand to nightlife, street photography, and more recently photojournalism. But let's say, for instance, concert music photography. I want people to look at that and go, wow, these are some amazing images of some of my, favorite musicians, because I've photographed them all. Like I said, Common, I've become friends with him.
That's cool.
Friends, yeah. We know each other. That's my guy. I love him to death. And Questlove from The Roots, and
that's extra.
Yeah, that's my actual friend.
I interviewed some of them from The Roots, actually.
Oh, nice.
From
Yeah.
Rock the Bells.
Okay.
It's amazing for me because I would listen to the music on Yo Gabba Gabba.
Shout out to Yo Gabba Gabba. Yes.
Big shout out. I still love watching.
That's awesome. But yeah, Quest and The Roots, those are my brothers. So without Questlove, um, a lot of things that has happened in my life wouldn't have had happened. Like he wrote the foreword for my first book,
Oh, wow.
which is a pretty big deal for me. To have him do that was astonishing. So uh, I think, yeah, that for the music stuff. Let's just say for everything, I just want people to look at my work and think that I've done such an amazing job, and that at times uh, that I was fearless.
Hmm.
And I hope that um, my legacy, uh, my career will speak for my legacy. When I'm gone, and the reason why I do what I do and I continue to do what I do at this point, 23 years later, is to leave my son, this great body of work, and hopefully, he's proud of what I've done. That's what pushes me. That's what motivates me. That's what keeps me going. That's what inspires me. It's all about him, and I'm looking. Hopefully, soon I'll be able to have him, on my travels, like I'm here in Ghana, sitting with you, and that would be amazing. So it's just, the legacy is so important to me.
Yes,
You know.
that is a very important thing.
Yes.
Now, you had said that you were an author. That interests me. That interests me a lot because
I guess so. Yeah, I guess you could call it an author when you put out a couple of photography books. Yes.
because I actually want to be an author when I grow up.
Oh, nice.
For people that actually know me,
Mm-hmm.
being Samara, I love writing. I love reading. So
Awesome.
like, if you give me an interesting book, you can find me away in a little corner, reading for hours.
That's amazing.
And I find that very interesting. So what inspired you to write your first book? What were some of the challenges and how did you overcome them?
Well, I wish that I was like you, and you sound like you know your stuff when it comes to writing. I'm not good at that at writing, so my book is just all about all my work. So but they still consider you an author when you publish a book in general.
Yes.
I honestly I didn't write a thing. I had Questlove wrote my foreword for my first book. Um, in my second book, which is called American Protest, I had my cousin Blair write my. I believe he wrote the foreword, and I had Jamie Lee Curtis, who's. Do you know who she is?
I might know who she is, but
She's
speak
a
of it for a
famous
minute.
actress. She's the horror queen. Look her up if you don't know who she is. The Scream Queen. She's been acting since maybe the 70s, 80s,
Oh
90s.
wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, she's really really amazing. She's in this amazing film. What is it called? It came out a couple years ago. Something somewhere. I mean, it has this weird title, and she wore these hot dog fingers. I forget the exact name of the movie, but it's really amazing. But she wrote either the foreword or the other thing in the book. But she was so awesome to write for me, and because I'm not a good writer, but I'm great at. Oh, I could toot my own horn. I'm gonna give myself. I'm great at taking photos, so it's all about the photos of inside of the book. Yes, both of my books, which are sold out.
Well, at least they're sold out.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna try to get you a book though.
I would love
Yeah,
that.
the protest book. I have some copies, so
Ooh, I would love
yeah,
that.
I'll ship one
Thank
out for
you.
Absolutely.
All right. What are 3 things you discovered about yourself being in Ghana?
Man, that I am willing to take. I'm willing to accept the challenge that I didn't necessarily think that I was gonna take before I got here. Example: I went down inside of a gold mine when I was here a couple days ago, and I never thought that I would ever in my life do that. Go, 1,200 feet down into the earth
Yeah.
and be in caverns and looking at and documenting so many men working hard down there for such little money.
That's not fair.
it was pretty crazy. It was a crazy experience for me, and sad, but also exciting and thrilling. Um, so I learned that about myself. I also learned that, you know, that I'm willing to accept that I can take heat. It is so hot here all the time. And it's actually kind of breezy, cool right now. That's why I'm
Yeah.
wearing my hat. But I had to, I wanted to get fresh. I wanted the fit to look nice for you.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's hot. It's super hot.
You know, I was thinking about that in my head. It's like, oh, maybe the next thing you're gonna talk about is the heat.
Ah,
Because as for the heat, serious.
it's hot. It's hot.
Serious.
And the third thing is, let's see, that I learned that I love jollof.
Jollof?
Jollof, yes, I love it. It's amazing. My food is gonna be coming soon. I can't wait to have it. I ordered that for dinner tonight, along with some, I guess, some seafood that I'm gonna try out. But yeah, I've never had it before. Everyone
Ooh.
told me, you better come here and order that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I promise.
What do you like about jollof?
That is like just so yummy. It's delicious. How many times do you have it a week?
I don't even know. I know we ate a lot of jollof, different variations. We have normal one,
Yes.
we have the one with the beef and the shrimp.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if you have chicken with it, it's delicious.
Yeah. I've had it with the chicken, and I've had it just regular, which I like as well.
Jollof is beautiful.
I'm gonna put some of this spicy sauce that they
Shit
have.
off?
Yeah. Woo. Really good.
Spicy.
Oh, you know your food around here. Where should I go eat?
If you want to really experience the Ghanaian culture,
Yes.
I'd say Buka.
Okay.
What's another place?
Is that your favorite place?
That is actually one of my favorite places. That's one of the places that we first went to that fully immersed us in the Ghanaian culture when it comes to food.
Okay.
When we first got here.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that time, I always have my tilapia, my grilled tilapia, and some jollof. So I'd say that. And if you want to go to really nice restaurants, I have a few.
Oh.
I love Pomona. It's an Italian restaurant.
Italian. Okay.
I love Bondi. It's an Asian Mediterranean one.
Bondi. That's a name of a beach in Australia.
Oh, wow.
I think it's Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach, yeah.
Have you went there?
Yeah, I've been to Australia
How was it?
3 times. The beach is smaller than what I expected, but it's beautiful. There's sharks out there. They have shark nets and everything. But it's beautiful. There's this restaurant that I fell in love with. They're speaking about food. I wish I could remember the name of it, but it was amazing. Some of the best wings I've had in Australia. It's great.
Ooh, so you traveled 6 different continents, or?
Yeah, I think I've been to all of the ones that. No, I haven't been to. I have been to South America. Yeah, I've been to all except for Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Yeah. I haven't been there yet, but I think I'm on like 30. I'm on my 30. This is my 35th or 34th country.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good job.
I would like to visit them all, and all the 50 states in America. I think I'm at like maybe like 35 of those as well. So yeah, I keep track on my phone. It's exciting. That's what I'm saying. When I landed here, I'm like, yes.
You keep on going.
Another country.
You keep on going.
Yes.
You keep on going. That's good that you're able to have been able to travel all these different countries.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yes. Traveling is, it's a privilege that I don't take lightly, because to be quite honest with you, when I was your age, I never thought that I would be sitting here in this country. Places were just places. Like, I didn't have any reference, any frame of mind, any thoughts of going there. They were just dots on the map. I would look in National Geographic and think about, oh, it would be cool to go to Africa one day, but I would never go there. I only started traveling in 2009.
Oh, wow.
And my first 2 experiences of going out the country, they were both to Japan, and it was such a culture shock that, like walking on the street, I'm like, where are the street signs? I don't know anything, but I love this. I love it. I love being lost in translation, not knowing a thing. but you know, and it humbles you real quick. You're just like, wow, this is amazing. So having the experience of, you know, coming, I've been to Africa. This is my seventh country
All right.
here. So it's always, you know, amazing. Every country is different. The different languages, the different local languages.
What are some of the countries you've been to in Africa?
I've been to South Africa. I've been
Mm-hmm.
to Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Angola. I've been to
Eesh.
Senegal. I've
Wow.
been to the Gambia.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to now Ghana, and I'm missing one. When am I missing? I don't know, but I'm missing one off at the top of my head. But
All
I've
right.
definitely been to 7. Yeah. Oh, my favorite so far, Ethiopia, um,
Ooh.
because I went out into the Omo Valley and I
Mm-hmm.
visited tribes that, you know, legit live in huts, and you know, that don't have, they don't know anything, like they don't, not saying they don't care, but their world is small because they choose to live just how their ancestors lived, you know, for thousands of years. And it is one of the most uh, remarkable experiences that I've ever had in my entire life, visiting the Suri tribes, and you know, people with these women with beautiful lip plates and the jewelry, and you know, and they're looking at me, touching me, my tattoos, and it was, you know, being in someone's home, a hut, you know, drinking their tea and then welcoming me in. It was amazing. You know, it felt like home, and just like here in Ghana, it feels like home.
It's amazing that you're able to travel to all these different countries and be able to experience their culture,
Yes.
and at the same time be able to photograph it, because for people that may not ever be able to visit those type of countries, they get to share a little piece of what you had.
Yes.
And I think that means a lot to those people.
Yeah, definitely means a lot.
So
Like,
kudos to you.
thank you. Like being able to, you know, touch people. Just earlier, you know, I saw a group of boys out sitting outside of school, um, and I just hop out. I told the driver, please park the car, please. You know, I want to hop out, and I just walk over to them. And it's a little bit easier here because English, you know, most, I guess, people speak English, but the
Yeah,
further
most
you go
people.
out, you know, it's less and less. And, you know, just walk over and, you know, camera and like take a photo. And, you know, most of the time they're like, yeah, yes. And they want to see, and they want to, you know, they want to converse, chit chat. No, they want to find out where I'm from, and they can tell that I'm different. I'm speaking English, the accent, and it's just,
Yeah.
you know, remarkable just to have that, you know, 10-minute, you know, conversation with this person that more than likely I might not ever see them again in my life, but maybe that might inspire them in some way to, you know, to move on, to do something grand with their life, whatever their dreams are, you know, to do it.
And that brings me to my next question.
What is it?
Because that you are able to set so much of a legacy when you photograph.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone that is watching this
Shout out to the
video
bats.
right now,
Oh, it's a bird or a bat?
for anyone that is watching this video right now, and they want to get into photography, what are 3 lessons that lessons or things that you feel like they have to learn and have to do in order to become great at photography?
Number one thing is to practice. You know, you got to put in your hours, your thousands of hours, you know, before I think that, you know, that you will achieve greatness. You might be able to fake greatness, but you know, I think greatness really comes from within your own heart, within your, you know, within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And once you, I think you achieve a certain level of success for yourself, and I'm not talking about with money, I'm just talking about artistically, then everyone else around you is gonna start to recognize, you know, how awesome you are, like, and genuinely like understand, like, yo, this person is great. You are destined for greatness, and I'm talking to you right now.
Thank you.
Yes. So I think that, you know, that's one thing. And the next thing is just find something, find a bunch of somethings that inspire you. With photography, You don't have to just do, if you want to be the greatest headshot photographer in the world, go do that. But also, guess what? You can go be a photojournalist. You can go do nightlife. You can go do concerts. You can pull up just like you did to, rock the bells or wherever you want, and go do that. You have to be ambitious.
Yep.
Then next thing you know, you can end up on Sway in the morning just like you.
That's true.
Yeah, true. You get,
I can tell that you did your research.
come on now. I wouldn't be
Wait,
sitting here if
You're,
I
you're a
didn't.
journalist too, so
Of course,
what can I
of
expect?
course. But and I guess the third thing is, just never give up. It all sounds, all three of those things sound like the most basic probably to anyone that's like, oh yeah, I've heard this before. But seriously, like when my teachers told me back then, I would laugh, oh, whatever, I'm gonna do whatever I want. But seriously, don't ever give up. If this is what you want to do with your life, you want to grow and you want to be, you want to interview, musicians from now, but 20 years from now, you might want to interview presidents of the world. You might want to tell all these amazing stories. So, you know, just like with me, with being a photojournalist, it's like I'm here telling, documenting these stories with the World Bank and with WACA and Blue Economy, and going out and doing things that I never thought that I would dream of doing. So it's just like, let yourself be limitless. Never have a ceiling above you like I did in that gold mine. Oh goodness. But just always, just keep going, and that's what I do for myself. I'm 47 years old, and
Ooh,
I
you look
have
good for your
the
age.
thank you. Yeah, I have the energy of when I was 20. Like, because I'm not done. I've achieved a certain level of success, but that is not good enough for me. I still feel there's a lot of great things that I want to do with my life and with my career.
And that ambition can drive anybody onto something that they believe that they can achieve all along and even greater.
Yes.
So I love those 3 points.
Thank you.
It's simple, but it's dope.
Yes.
That's good.
Awesome.
I like it when it's like that. So
yeah.
Thank you.
No problem at all.
Can I teach you 2 words?
2 words?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go for it.
Aquaba, which means welcome. So
Aquaba. Did I say it right?
Yep.
All right.
So anytime that you come over here, you probably see like a huge plaster in Kotaka. It says Aquaba, which basically means welcome.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna use that tonight. Going somewhere, I'm like, Aquaba, welcome. You're welcome. I'm in your space. How does that work? Because I'm going to their space. So am I supposed to say that to them, or are they supposed to say that to me? What is the response?
Medasi, which means thank you.
Say that again.
Medasi, which means thank you.
Oh, okay, that Medasi. All right, Medasi. Got it.
And they may say Mesu Medasi, which means thank you also.
See, I only could do the 1 words now. I don't remember it, but got it.
Would you like to hear one beautiful fact about Ghana?
I would love to hear that.
Ghana is the first sub-Saharan country in Africa to gain its independence from colonizers.
All right.
Because the first president, Mr. Kwame Nkrumah, went to the States, learned about the whole civil rights movement, and came and implemented that here. Mm-hmm. And due to that, that's how Ghana gained its independence.
Awesome. I driven past his I guess his shrine or the dedication monument to him, which is not far from where we are right now. I've seen that a few times. And,
the Kwame Nkrumah Circle.
Yes, seen that going over when I'm going to document the fisherman village over there. So yeah, I hear that he was a very, very important person, very important man in this country's history and legacy.
If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be half of the stuff there is in Ghana.
Right.
So
shout out to him.
Yes, shout out to him.
Yes.
And there you go. That's one beautiful fact.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I enjoyed this interview.
You did?
Yes, I did.
I enjoyed it as well. One of my favorite interviews. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, this was fun.
We had good laughs, but I also learned a lot of stuff.
Awesome,
So.
awesome. Well, hopefully, we can do this again down the line.
Yeah. Let's do this again.
All right, cool.
Shake on it?
Shake on it. Awesome.
Until next time on Summertime.